Exhibit number 1, the Harwinton zoning regulations effective September 17, 2012. Exhibit item number 2, the April 14, 2014 minutes of the Harwinton Zoning Commission regular meeting with an attachment is exhibit 2.
A review of your report. You can summarize it.
Well, the summarization is that the home is being used as a personal business. Again, as Attorney Burns said, he has no employees on site, no signs, and no clients coming to the house. However, the reasonable neighbor clause does allow for that use not to happen if reasonable neighbors notice that it is. I believe that reasonable neighbors have made complaints, and therefore that part of the statute regulation holds up. I also would point to the fact that it says the use of a home for a personal business, which would point me more towards accountants, attorneys, people on the telephone. They're in their home using that as business. In this case, you have a large truck, contracting business, that's not using a home as business.
Doesn't it say that there are exceptions? Number 1, they are providing a service related to the property where they are parked or kept overnight, period. And then it says they are in conjunction with the need for emergency repair, but only on an occasional basis. Those are 2 different exceptions, aren't they?
I don't believe so, sir.
So are you saying that no vehicle can be parked on that property if it's providing a service to the property unless it's under an emergency basis? Is that your understanding of this?
No, not an emergency basis, sir, but a basis where they're performing a service. I said on an occasional basis for an emergency repair. An occasional basis would be fixing a foundation, paving a road. An occasional.
Okay, so you interpret this to mean that it's an emergency repair of a building or something on the property, not the vehicle?
Sure.
So then, unless the vehicle is providing a service related to the property, none of them can be there, parked, or kept overnight. No, unless there's a service, none of them can ever be on it.
Correct.
Whether it's an emergency, let's say the truck breaks down on the property. And you have to repair it quickly or something to get it off the property.
Well, we have tow trucks for those sort of things.
Okay, so that's how you interpret this, if they have to tow it out immediately, they couldn't fix it on the spot.
They could fix it on the spot. If it happened at 7 o'clock in the morning, they'd have all day to fix it. If it happened at 6 o'clock at night, they should remove it, yes.
And suppose they can't, suppose something happens where the transmission goes or something, they can't remove it overnight. They have to make an emergency repair.
They would be in violation of the regulation.
Now, there's been an ongoing issue here with this truck for a number of years. Isn't that true?
Yes, sir.
Right. As a matter of fact, there's zoning minutes that you're probably aware of that go back to 2007.
Yes, sir.
And the regulation that you are talking about tonight was enacted in 2008, was it not? Or don't you?
I think about that time, yes.
So would it be that my client's use of his property, keeping a vehicle such as this very large truck on his property, is now a non-conforming use because it was there before the statute was enacted?
I suppose one could view it that way, sir, yes.
Well, you don't do it that way, or do you?
I do not.
And why not?
I don't know that he actually, when he was using it prior to that regulation, he was using it to build his house, do the excavation and the foundation, and that was a service work related to the house that was a long, occasionally action. But it does take time to do.
But there was no regulation back then that affected parking your vehicles on your property overnight, whether you use it for service or building your house or for any reason. Isn't that true?
Say that again.
In 2007, there weren't any regulations preventing anyone from keeping their truck overnight on their property, was there? Yes,
Correct.
okay. And the ordinance that you are now enforcing went into effect in 2008. Right.
Yes.
But you don't consider the use of that property now a non-conforming use that you keep?
No, I would say logically that each time he removed that vehicle from the property and then brought it back would be a new use. Each use would be a separate use. So the old non-conforming would be pre-regulation. After the regulation, as soon as it leaves and comes back, it's not, it's a new use.
Submission is a printout from your assessor's office in the town of Harwinton. This printout is for Autumn Contracting LLC for the year 2010. You'll see that I've highlighted there in the upper left-hand corner the date. And the reason I've done that is so we can go through it. And what I will show you is, as to number 4, that's for 2010, there are 11 motor vehicles of one kind or another, including trailers, trucks, and triaxle vehicles, according to your assessor, that were there in 2010. All shown on this piece of paper. 11 vehicles, 2010. Next document, document number 5. Again, your assessor's records for the town of Harwinton for the year 2011. Again, how many vehicles shown here? 9. Where are they located? At his house. Again, your assessor's records for the year 2012. How many vehicles, trucks, trailers, etc., located there? Answer, 11. Next document, number 7. Data, personal property. This is a list of the personal property that your assessor's office keeps that you're supposed to file if you have personal property on the property that's taxable, such as machinery and equipment. So in 2010, we see that there was $9,180 of assessed value of equipment. In 2011, we see that there is $3,290 of assessed value equipment, and the same amount for 2012. The next document, item number 8, is a listing. This is related to the 2007 issue. It goes on to say, heavy equipment including dump trucks, large vehicles, dozers, backhoes, excavators, stone crushers, and more continue to be parked at this residential address. To be told that this equipment is only used to improve residential property is a fallacy. This is a flagrant violation of the zoning rules. The statement goes on to say, attached is a brief log from Memorial Day 2007 to Labor Day weekend 2007. The log is there. I put a big X in yellow across the log because I'm not going to read you all the entries. But this is what those individuals saw at that time in terms of the truck going on and off the property. And you can read it, and I direct your attention to it because it starts in June of 2000. First violation is Regulation 6.19, use of home for personal business. The second violation is 6.20. Now, 6.20 may have been adopted subsequent to Mr. Trzaskis moving into his house, but 6.19 was always there when he started. So, he doesn't get a free pass from you if you find that there's some, quote, legal non-conforming use, which Mr. Perkins said there wasn't, on 620. Because he still can't keep the truck there if it's a contracting business under 6.19. So keep that in mind. Focus on it. I have a copy of the video that my client submitted. And my question, I guess, to the chairman, is that video in the record?
No, not in the record I was provided. Exactly.
Okay, so then in that case, let's put it in the record. Okay? This is a copy of the video that was provided to Mr. Perkins, upon which he refers in his letter. And that might be a new exhibit number 1.
It might be growing. Let's make it exhibit 17-17 in Brian's collection.
Okay.
Thank you. Now, then I come in this exhibit package to the next item, which is the last in item number 9, which is a letter from, and she says, in part, since the Trzaskowskis and their company Autumn Contracting moved in, we have had a constant flow of commercial trucks moving through here at all hours and at a rapid pace. What you folks don't seem to accept, and this is written to Mr. Michael Chris, it's actually written to the Town of Harwinton Zoning Board, but it says, attention, Michael Chris, I think he's the first selectman. But anyway, it says on May 9th, 2014, what you folks don't seem to want to accept that he's running a commercial business out of his home. We, his neighbors, have had to put up with it because town officials refuse to enforce their own ordinances. So that's Mrs. Letter to you. And you filed complaints that are in the record with Mr. Perkins based upon your observation of the comings and goings on this property.
Yes, I know.
And those statements that have been submitted to the zoning enforcement officer are true and accurate to the best of your knowledge and belief.
Yes, they are. I'd like to say this is a small sampling of what I've witnessed. By no means is this life on Scotland Hill Road.
And so what you're telling me is you don't claim that this item number 10 in my package is exclusively all the times in the comings and goings on this property, do you?
Absolutely not.
And what is this picture of, Mr. Genovese?
That's the picture of a triaxle dump truck, heavy equipment trailer, and a loader backhoe haul in the back, and could be one of his workers, you know, red pickup truck, or
Okay.
pickup truck, I don't know.
Okay. And then this is another
Backhoe
one.
on the back of it.
And what is this a picture of?
That's a picture of Don taking a picture back at me.
It looks like an iPhone to me.